Hey coach, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, sure kid, what's going on? Hey man, I decided at the end of the day I gotta do what's best for me. I'm going to enter my name in the transfer portal. Nothing it's nothing personal, it's just something that I gotta do, to take advantage of, the college eligibility that I have left here at the NCAA. What's going on everybody, and welcome back to the St. Thomas Dynasty here on NCAA 14. Picking things up here in MAC play here in Season 7 as we'll open up against the Ohio Bobcats. And, we got some good news and bad news. We got 12 guys, coming to campus today, that are looking to see what St. Thomas is all about. And hopefully, we can bring them onto the squad, we got 12 total visits for today. So, for example, we got a lot of guys coming in today. Some of those guys include Dorian Steffens. We got Victor Kirk, Jared Nash. We got Robert Johnson, Willie Hood, William Swanson, Lee Hagan, Darius Landry, Maurice Timbre, Quentin Holmes, and Cedric Fraser all visiting the team. Hopefully it's a huge visit day for us. We can bring in a lot of recruits, turn them into commitments so we can free some points up and, just go about, focus in on other guys, on our recruiting board as of right now. Now you may have also saw it in the good old, the beginning of this episode, but Eli Shaligan does elect to put his name in the transfer portal. So after this season, he will not be on the squad anymore. The real question is, where he's going to transfer to. You guys could let me know down in the comments where you want to see him transfer to, and depending on where he transferred to, we'll definitely make sure that we play against him, when we go into Season 8. But with him being gone, we'll have guys like Mike Haynes, step up for us, a decent speed guy, not as fast as Kajaye Boyd, but does bring a little something different to the table. Although fullbacks JV Smith and Ryan Sanders should also be stepping into that third string running back role. Hopefully it's not that big of a deal for us and we don't end up with a string of injuries at that position, but it is something that we have to deal with for the rest of the season. With all that being said though, it is time for us to go focus in on the Bobcats from the University of Ohio. If you love the content here on this channel, I encourage you to smash that like button as well as subscribe if you're new. Let's go ahead and see if we can win our first game in MAC play this season. So here we go, trying to pull off and see if we can pull the best start in school history. This is for 5-0 as Lucas Coley will take it up the gut for the first play of the game for us. He does pick up 12 yards, a nice carry for us. As now we'll go ahead and give it to Lucas Coley again, this time to the right hand side. He's able to bounce it to the outside, nearly pick up the first down as well. Very nice running for the junior halfback that transferred from Eastern Michigan. As now Johnson in the play action, he's gonna throw a dart to Alex Garcia now, who does pick up the first down with relative ease. Couple plays later now, 2nd and 9 coming up for the Tommies. Johnson's going to take it up the right-hand side. Can he be caught? He does from behind, but gets us inside the 5-yard line. And just like that, we are in very good striking distance from taking the lead right away, being the first team on the board. As now, there's Kajaye Boyd using the burst to get into the end zone. And now your Tommies now have a 7-0 lead here halfway through this first quarter. So now we'll see what is in store for the Bobcats, as Ira Harris is going to hand it off to star running back Crawford, who does bounce off a tackle before Joe Henry does get in there and make the tackle. As now first down, Harris going to try to scramble, but there's Brian Anderson, or actually that was Antoine Black, who actually came in there. He got his first sack of the day. A very solid ball player. That 67 overall does not do justice to how good he truly is. As now we got him in a 3rd and long. Let's see if we can get these guys off the field for good. 3rd and 12 for the Bobcats. Harris drops back the pass. He's looking. He gets tackled as he's thrown. Looks like Brian Anderson was able to get in there and force the incompletion. As now we will, take back over. See if we can make this a 2-score game as we, need to get a lot of yards here. 3rd and 10. Coley's down the sideline, and we're suddenly at midfield. Very nice gain for the former Eastern Michigan products. As now Johnson looking, gonna get it to Adrian Allen, but he drops it. And now it's 3rd and long once again. Very dangerous for our drive, potentially stalling out. As now Johnson looking, get it to Thomas, but Thomas also drops the pass. We'll have to punt this ball away. So here we go. The Bobcats taking back over, but already facing 3rd and 10. Let's see if we can get a 3 and out here as Harris. He has all day to throw. He's going to throw it deep to the left-hand side, and it's nearly intercepted by Kevin Carter. And now instantly we're going to try to bring this kick back. Kajaye Boyd is back there, and he is a very, very dangerous man, as y'all know. Boyd, he takes the kick. He's going to take it down the sideline. He's got the edge for a minute. Does have to cut it back inside, but a 27-yard return. Already on the edge of field goal range, as that is how this first quarter wraps up. A relatively low-scoring affair right now. Your Tommies do hold a 7-0 lead after the end of the first quarter. So here we go, taking back over to start this second quarter with great field position. Now we got to execute and finish here as Isaiah Thomas makes the catch. He picks up 8 yards there. But, time to go to the running game, though. As we fake it to Coley, Johnson's going to take it upfield. He's across the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 opportunity. 1st and goal, actually, coming up for the Tommies. Let's see if we can punch it in with Coley, who takes it inside but is brought down at about the 4-yard line. Coley begging for a face mask, but not going to get it. As now, 2 plays later, Johnson set to drop back to pass. Looking over the right-hand side, going to try to scramble, but it's where our drive stalls out. We do have to settle for a field goal, and we only find ourselves up 10-0. So now, Harris dropping back to pass for the first day of the Bobcats. This new Bobcats possession, getting a little 5-yard completion as Harris is going to scramble this time. He gets sacked. Antoine Black once again meeting him in the backfield. Already with his 2nd sack of the day. This dude is an absolute monster. You love to see it. As now, 3rd and 9. Harris looking. It's fumbled. Antoine Black forces the fumble, and Buster Porter falls on it. Not only does that tie the school record for most sacks in a game already, but St. Thomas takes over once again with phenomenal field position. Already in the red zone. Just got to finish his drive off this time as Alex Garcia does make the catch. Only a few yards away from making this a 17-0 ball game here. As 1st and goal, Coley going to take it up the gut, and it's perfect blocking. Lucas Coley able to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. And it's a 17-0 lead here at Oshall Stadium. Looking extremely good at this rate. Might be even able to get the backups in. Hopefully I didn't jinx our squad as they do throw short on Ohio's first possession. Jermaine Harris makes the catch. Looking extremely good. The first time that we played these guys was way back in Season 1. We haven't had an opportunity to really play them since. It was Max Carlson's final game before being fired. And now, Max Carlson is probably sitting somewhere in this great open world, probably smiling down as the St. Thomas squad really doing a great job of taking care of business right now. We got a 3rd and 2 coming up. Harris, Buster Porter was there to make the play, but he slips and falls. Joe Harris was there to make the tackle, though, but it's well past the 1st down marker. As for the first time today, the Bobcats are in the red zone. They're going to hand it off to their 99 overall Mom's credit card running back in Ernest Hendrick, who gets his first carry today. It goes for 8. As a couple plays later, we're at 3rd and 1 once again. Harris going to try to keep it, but there's Brian Anderson ready to go, making the Bobcats settle for a field goal. It's still only a 17-3 lead. St. Thomas defense has been playing incredible so far, as now we get to Isaiah Thomas on our next possession, able to take it upfield for a gain of 24. He's relatively quiet today, but he makes a big difference on that catch there as Isaiah Thomas, when we go back to him again, it's another 17-yard catch. Antoine Johnson really going to Isaiah Thomas, his favorite receiver, quite a bit on this drive. As now 1st and 10. We'll go to Coley now, and he picks up 9, although we do have to call our first timeout of the game. So now 2nd and 1 coming out of the timeout. Johnson's going to drop back as Alex Garcia makes the catch and gets it to just shy of the 10-yard line before the Tommies scramble to the line of scrimmage quickly. Try to save some clock here. Get it to Isaiah Thomas again. Another 7-yard grab as St. Thomas will take their second timeout. And will come running a halfback stretch. See if Coley can make it to the end zone, and he sure does. Coley getting into the end zone once again. Touchdown, Tommies. And your Tommies from St. Thomas will go into the locker room with a 24-3 lead. Let's see if we can keep this positive energy up. We are looking fantastic here. Playing against a squad that did make it to the conference championship game last year. St. Thomas definitely not playing scared. Definitely up to the moment for sure. As we'll move forward to the second half, Isaiah Thomas tries to make the catch, but drops that one as Johnson was trying to scramble to the outside. As we got 2nd and 10 coming up here. Johnson's going to drop back to pass. Going to try to throw it to Garcia, but it's read like a book. Safety Houston is going to be able to make this interception. It's the first turnover of the day forced by this Bobcats defense. And it's going to set up Ohio extremely well, as the Bobcats are set up inside the red zone already. But a couple plays later, we do get him to a 3rd and 5. Harrow drops back. He scrambles, but he gets brought down from behind by Jeff Henry. And they do settle for another field goal, so can't really take advantage of the turnover. And it's still a 24-6 ball game as your Tommies offense is now back on the field. We get it to Alex Garcia. He picks up 15 yards on that one. And now Thomas throwing over the middle to Rashad Bird, who takes a licking over the middle, but still makes the catch regardless. Looking really good right now. This time getting to Coley, but Coley makes the drop. And on top of that, Antoine Johnson is hurt. So now we'll see Noah Brooks in the game, making his first appearance of the season, I want to say. And Brooks able to go up the middle, pick up 7 yards. Brooks also has some nice mobility, so we don't have to change our scheme too much. But it is a bummer that our quarterback is injured, but that time he throws a great throw over the middle. Rashad Bird able to make the catch. That's his second catch of the day. So now 1st and 10 here for the Tommies. Brooks is going to drop back to pass. He's looking, going to Coley over in the middle, and he picks up another first down, making it easy for our backup quarterback. Looking good as Noah Brooks playing a lot better than he did the last time he was on the field, as he tries to throw to Kajaye Boyd, but it's incomplete. Just a not very good pass that time. And now 3rd and 7 coming up. Brooks dropping back. He's looking, going to try to get it to Bird, and Bird drops the pass too. That could have been a touchdown, but instead we got to settle for a field goal. And now, fresh set of downs for Ohio. We're still up by 3 scores, but Aya Harris is going to try to change that as he scrambles upfield. It takes 3 Tommy defenders to eventually bring him down. As now, 1st and 10 coming up. Harris going to scramble to the outside once again. He's on the outside, going down the sideline. And Tyler Graham and company were eventually able to bring him down finally. As now Ohio looks to get their first touchdown of this game. They have not gotten on this board yet, as Antoine Black almost had his first interception of the season. But instead, the Bobcats still remain on the field. 3rd and 6. Harris looking. He's going to scramble. He's brought down again. Looks like it's Zach Bones able to get in there. And they have to settle for another field goal once again. So now St. Thomas still holding a 27-9 lead here, as Boyd going to take it to the outside now. He's got some space. He's a very bad man, and he's down, and he is gone. 101-yard touchdown for Kajaye Boyd, as it extends the lead further. As you know, they had the middle, covered pretty well initially, but Boyd was able to cut it to the outside, and after that, it was just a foot race. And when it comes to Kajaye Boyd, nobody's going to catch this man in a straight-up foot race. We extend this lead. So here we go once again. Ohio coming back on the field after that shell shock of a touchdown return, down 34-9. As now they'll dump it off to Benjamin Brown. Picks up 7 yards. Just at least gets the ball moving a little bit. But the Bobcats really need to get it going here if they want to get back to this game. It is a borderline 4-possession lead right now. And this might be it right there, as Harris was just trying to figure out what he wanted to do next. Seems like, he had a little brain fart there. If he just went upfield, he would have picked up a lot more. Certainly am not complaining, though, as Harris will scramble once again on the next play. But he takes a shot. Harris still able to hang on to it and does bounce back up. But wow, what a hit, though. As now 2nd and inches. They get it off to Crawford. He picks up the first down from the halfback screen. Guess they really don't like us really teeing off on this quarterback so far today. So they called a screen to try to slow us down. As now, next play, 2nd and 12. We cover the spring. And now Hill, he's coming screeching in and able to make the sack. That's Justin Hill getting in there, making the tackle. And now here we are, 3rd and 18. Just got to make sure that we don't let anything behind us, as Harris going to try to throw over the middle. And it's nearly picked off by Corey Johnson, the backup free safety. As we get ready to move into the final quarter of play, get your 4s up as we look to put the finisher on the Ohio Bobcats here in our 2nd game in MAC play this season. So now we're set to take over here. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Tommies. Johnson's going to drop back the pass. Going to throw over the middle to Isaiah Thomas, who's able to make a man miss and get upfield for a gain of 20 yards on that one. Another nice game for Isaiah Thomas. He has 5 catches for 75 yards. Would love to get him in the end zone if we can, as there's Thomas making some more moves. And just in a blink of an eye, we are already at midfield. Looking to add another touchdown on the board here as we throw to Allen. He makes the catch for 11 and gets out of bounds. So now, next play. Johnson going to hand it off to Lucas Coley. He gets some tough running up the middle. Picks up 6 more yards on that one. So now we got a 3rd and 6 now, a couple of plays later. I really love this matchup with Rashad Miller. We just got to get it to him. As we throw behind him, we had the matchup. We had the route. Just could not get a good throw off. But we're kind of in no man's land right now. So just got to do what we can do. See if we can pick up the first down with the arm. As we throw to Alex Garcia, he was there, but had to come back for it, and it took him out of bounds. So now Ohio will get their last gasp of air. See what happens here as there's 4 minutes left. They're still down 34-9. As they do decide to run it, but it's working out for them as Jesus Shuttleworth has to come up and make the tackle eventually. Not before a gain of 36 though. Very brutal. Did not want to see that. But look on this next play. Look, I don't even know what happened there. Not sure why they didn't call intentional ground, because it didn't seem like it was going to anybody. But it's whatever. We got the incompletion. As now we do get him to a 3rd down shortly after Sean Wade makes a little 6-yard catch. No big deal whatsoever though. So now here we go. 3rd and 4. Harris dropping back. Going to try to scramble. He's able to get upfield and pick up the first down. and approaching the 10-yard line on top of that. Maybe this will be the time that Ohio finally gets into the end zone, as Harris looking, gonna throw over the middle to Wade once again. Another little 5-yard catch. You love the hands that Shane Wade has. It's now a couple plays later, 3rd and inches. Let's see if we can make this goal line stand. As Hendricks up the middle, we keep him out of the end zone, but it's gonna be a 1st and goal for the Bobcats, as they are still looking for their first touchdown today. Let's see if they get it here, as Harris snaps the ball. He's gonna keep it, and Tyler Graham gets faked out, and that is how Ohio gets their first score of the day, as they are gonna have to go for this onside kick. Though they don't get it, this game is over, and you already know what it is. Alex Garcia picking up the onside kick. And, after that, it's just putting, running the rest of this clock out and finishing this game, as your Tommies of St. Thomas will pull another victory, winning by a final score of 34-16, and will also improve to 5-0 in Season 7, our best start ever in school history at the FBS level. So it was a very, very convincing win for St. Thomas, as what we ended up doing is, we took that commanding lead in the first half, won every single quarter except the 4th quarter, which by then, we already had things very much under control, and there was nothing that the Bobcats could have done in that 4th quarter. But checking out the stats for our guys today, and Antoine Johnson had an okay day, 192 yards and 1 interception, although Noah Brooks did come in, was 2 for 4, 31 yards, missed a couple of throws, but he's the backup for a reason. Running game, the running game got a few touchdowns on the ground today, led by Lucas Coley. He had 18 carries for 57 yards and 2 scores on the ground. Meanwhile, Kajaye Boyd, our All-American receiver, or at least returner, he had a couple carries today for 5 yards and got into the end zone on the ground as well. The receiving core was anchored by Isaiah Thomas, who had 6 catches for 95 yards, with Alex Garcia not too far behind with 5 catches for 46. And this defense was an absolute menace. We had 8 total tackles today from Billy Mitchell, although Zach Bones, he was everywhere as well, was not too far behind with 7 tackles. And then we also got to this quarterback 7 times today, with Antoine Black getting 3 sacks in the first half, by the way. And then Zach Bones getting a couple. Justin Hill got a sack, and then even Buster Porter got in there and got a sack as well. Finally, speaking of Antoine Black and his 3 sacks, one of them was a forced fumble out there on the field, which fellow defensive lineman Buster Porter did recover for us, and that was our only turnover that we forced on the day. So following the game against Ohio, we do get 4 commits to join the squad. Highlighting them is Willie Hood, who could very well be our starting quarterback next season at 75. Jared Nash will also be joining the squad as a 73 overall free safety. Clayton Holmes and Lee Hagan are also joining this team as well and will provide help for that offensive line. So next episode, we will try to keep this undefeated season going. We're sitting at 5-0, but we're going to keep it rolling with Central Michigan, who is having a very tough year, only sitting at 1-4 so far. But we can't come out here and take any team for granted so far. Just got to keep doing what we've been doing in order to continue to win these games. So again, it should be a good one, so make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, and I'm hoping you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.